All right, so good morning, everyone, and you are welcome to the part 3 of the accounting process. Now, here, what we are going to do is to pick up a question and learn how to do the sales journal, the purchases journal, the sales return invoice journal, and the purchases return outvoice journal. So we have the first tutorial set question, which is question 1 is about Tufo, who is a dealer in materials, building materials. They're commencing a business on 1st July 2019, and the transactions are as below. So you see him buying from grade 1, and these are the things subject to a 10% discount. So like we learned, we are going to do same, and this one is a sale and also subject to 15%. Then there is a return, right? So you have this return and another sale. Then you have July 10, there is a return. Then you could see also here there's a sale, there's another purchase. All right, then there is another purchase. Bought means purchase. There are discounts. Then these discounts are trade discounts. Don't forget that. Then we have claims. That he said that the claimant was allowed a reduction in price for 40 goods delivered by a second phase. So we will look for second phase. This is the one. All right, so he has some credit notes for that. Then again, there's another claim on paint products for paint empties return and was allowed this amount. So we are going to go through and do the day books. All right, so that is what we're going to go through. Now, so in doing the day books and we have a question like this, what we need to do is, this is how you approach it. Draft the day books down. Don't do it one by one. Draft all of them down. So this is what we are going to do. So what we're going to do here is to first draft our sales day book. Our sales day book. All right, so we remember how it used to be. So all these things are in the books of Tufo. Don't forget that. We are doing everything in the books of Tufo. All right. So that is that. Then, so we start drafting our sales day book. How does it look like? Don't forget it at all. So we know our date. We will do our particulars. This question didn't give us anything of a ledger folio and things, so we don't need to stress ourselves about that. So what I would want you to do is to do the second one you saw in the second video. So you put some details here, then you put your amount. All right. So, and everything is in Ghana cedis. So you draft your Ghana cedis down. All right, then you do same for purchases, okay? Draft the same thing for purchases. Make sure you leave enough space because the transactions may be lengthy. So same thing. Let's call this one the purchases day book. So we have our date. We put in the particulars. Some details here. It's an art, so there is no specific way of doing it. Just make sure everything is nicely represented. You can even here write here amount and amount. So it's an art. All right. So then we go to the next two. We know that we need to do sales return. So it's called sales return day book or sales or return invoice day book. All right, sales return or return invoice. So let me add the return invoice here, right? Day book, or you can also call it journal. All right. So date. All right, this thing is in 2019, so we can put 2019. So we draft our last one. The purchases return out to us, so that's the last one. Can call it journal, can call it debit. So that is that. All right, so we are good to go. The next thing is to start taking the stories one by one, then we just record them. This is just recording, all right? So that will be that. So let's go up. Then start putting the things in. So we have 2019, right? All right. So this one is the first one is a purchase you bought. So you just go to purchases. Buying means you are purchasing. All right. So that's the first thing we do. And the date there is July 1, right? So you put the July 1. Let me change my ink. Then they bought from red 1, right? So you write here red 1 and list all the things they bought from red 1. So what did they buy? They bought 100 bags of cement at 4 cedis, and that is 400, right? That is not the only thing. So they also bought 50 bags of white cement, also at 5, right? So 250. Then they also bought 1,000 iron rods, so 1,000 iron rods. All right, at 6. So that makes that one will be 6,000. Okay. And all these invoices were done at 10% discount. So what you do is you total. So this one is 650. So it is 6650. Then you less 10% trade discount. Please, it's only trade discount that comes in journal. Cash discount goes to cash book. So when we do 10% of this is like 665. So what is the full figure now? What do we have? 6650 minus 665. That is 5985. All right. So basically that is that. That's how you do the recording. And as simple as that. So let's go to the sales that was done on July 5. So the same thing. Very simple, right? July 5. Who did they buy from? They sold to Franklin and Sons. So you can underline it, put some semicolon there. They bought 10 bags. They sold, 10 bags of cement at 5.5. So that is like 550, right? So 5.5 by 10, yeah, 55. That's it. All right. What did they do? They sold 30 iron rods at 7/7/3/21. So what you have is like 210. All right. Then all these things, they are subject to a 15% discount. So if you total this, what do we have? 652 here, less 15% discount. And the discount, please, is a trade one, right? So it's a trade discount. So let's do 0.5 of this. I have 39. 15% of that is 39.75. So that is what I have. So if I now deduct it, what is the value left? Minus 265. The value that I have here is 225.25. So that is that. All right, then we go to the next one. The next one is a return. Okay. Now this return is a return to, not a return from. So it's a return outward. All right. So it's to read one, the first person we did a transaction with. So we go to return outwards. Okay, so let's go to this inwards. Let's go to outwards. And this outwards, and we have July 6th. All right, so what do? We are returning to read one Limited. And what are we returning? We are returning 10 bags of white cement. What was the price? Because we need to go to read one and find out the white cement they bought. This is the price is at 5. So 5. So here you can just put the 50 here or the 50 here, wherever you place it is fine. But because they took discount on the money, we need to do the discount. So less discount. Because if you have returned those goods, the discount you have to return it. All right. So the trade discount was 10%. All right. Please don't forget it's trade discount. All right. So 10% of this is 5, right? So the difference here will be what? 45. So that is it. Then there's another sale on July 7th. So let's go to sales. All right. So that is all we are doing. Sales. This is sales. So we have another sale which is on July 7th. They sold to Kwesi. All right. So what happened? 10 bags of white cement at how much? 7. So that is like 70. All right. Then 50 iron rods at 6.8. So 6.8 by 50, that gives me 340. All right, what again? That's it. So this together will give me what? That is 410. And I will less my 15% trade discount. So that will be the answer that I have there, multiplied by 15%. That is 61.5. So I'm taking out 61.5. So what do I have? That gives me 348.5. All right. So it means I need to extend this. So you see what I was talking about. You have to create more space. All right. So for yourself. Now, I could see there's another sale, but before that sale, there's a return. So Franklin and Son returned 5 bags of iron rods and 10 bags. All right. So 5 bags of cement and 10 bags of iron rods. So Franklin, and the date is July 10. Franklin and Sons. They returned what, 5 bags of cement. And how much was the 5 bags of cement? What was the price? So let's go to Franklin. The transaction made with Franklin. Cement was 5.5. So if I take 5.5 by 5, I have 27.5. Not only that, they also returned 10 bags of iron rods. And how much was the iron rod sold to Franklin? 7. So at 7, that is 70. All right. So we have to return the discount as well. So if I add these two, I'm having 97.5. So less, how much was the discount giving them? 15%. 15% discount. Because if you return the good, you have to also give back the discount. All right. So multiply by 15%, that gives me 14.63. All right, so this one minus my 97.5, that gives me 82.88. All right, so that is that. Then there's another sales, and here the sale is to Oliver Twist. Nice name. So let's go to the sales. So it means that very soon I need to start shifting these things more, or this is the last sale, perhaps. So let's change the color again. So we have July 12, all right, and we have Oliver Twist. Okay, so what happened? 200 iron rods at 6.5. All right, so how much is that? And that one alone will be less than 10% discount. So 6.5 by 200, that is 1,003. All right, now we are supposed to less on that one only a 10% trade discount. So 10% of this is 130. So that is it. And that is not the only thing. All right. So we will be lessening it from this one only. Then you have 40 bags of cement. 40 bags of cement. How much? At 4.5. So 40 by 4.5, that is 180. So you can actually do the subtraction for this one. So what I mean is this. Let me show you. All right. So very soon it means I need to be shifting things down. Yeah, everything must be, or I need to shift it up so that I'll get space. I'll think about that. So what I'm trying to do is that I will do this part only. So I have 1,003 minus 130. That is 1170. All right. So that is that. Yeah, and I'm going to continue, but I need space because there's another last one. All right. So let me go and try and get some space. So let me shift all these things up, 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 and up. So let me shift and get back. So let's shift all of them. All right. There we go. So then the last one was 5 bags of white cement. And the price is at 8. 8 by 5 is 40. All right, so let's add everything. So you have 1390. I hope there is no other sale again because of our space. All right, so that is that. Okay, so basically that is it. Now, we go to the next date, which is a purchase. So these two are for purchases, thank God. So we will have space. So let's go there and do all the purchases. So I have to make sure everything goes in there because these two are returns, right? So let's finish our purchases. Now I can even, knowing from here that my sale is over, I can just total the sales and be free. All right. So let's total there so that we don't even come back here again. So I have 1390 plus 348.5 plus, what do I have at the top there? 225.25. If I add everything up, what I'm getting here is 1963.75. That is it. And this one will be transferred to the sales ledger. All right. So that is it. So everything you are doing, you'll be transferring it. You'll be transferring it. You'll be transferring it. So we know what you will do. So this one will be now transferred. So you say transfer to the sales account. That's all. That's all you write. So let's go and finish up with the purchases. So purchases, the next one happens at weekday. So July 14th. And they sold to second force. Sorry, they bought from second force. Second force. Yeah, 2,000 packets of filler at 0.50 cedis. So when 50 multiplied by 2,000, that gives me 1,000. Not only that, they did 1,000 tins of putty at, that one to is 60 pesos, so like 0. All right, so that is 600, right? Yeah, it is. All right, then we have 3,000 meters of PVC pipes. So that's 1 per meter. So that one will be 3,000. Are there any discount? No, I don't see any discount. So we add them up. That will be 4,600. Then we come to our July 15th, or it's rather 25. This one they bought from Paints Products. So Paints Products, 2,000 gallons of white paint at 3. So that will be 6,000, right? Then 3,000 gallons of blue paint. The price is at 3.25. So 3,000 at 3.25. That is 9,750. Then we have 500 gallons of thinner. At, by the time you finish this, you should know some of the building materials. All right. So that will be 500, right? Then you can decide not to do there's even another one, 300 brushes of, so 300 brushes at 85 pesos. So that's 0.85 cedis. So 300 by 0.85. That is 225. You know, since the discount is covering everything, that's why we total it. All right. So we have this plus 500 plus 9750 plus 6,000. So here should give me, I have 16,505. Then I now do the discount of 10%. And the discount is a trade discount. So please always write it like a trade discount. 10% means to be 1650.5. So that is what it will be. Find the total. So it means that my spacing was bad, and that the next time I'm doing this, I should be able to space it out well. So learn the lessons from that. So let me bring these ones down. All right. So that is that. So minus 16, how much is that value? 1650.5. So that gives me figure like 14,854.5. So I will total it and transfer to which account? Purchases account. All right. So that is that. Whatever I have here, I'm adding plus 5985 plus 4,600, and that gives me 25,439.5. So what I'm transferring is 25,439.5. So you write transfer to purchases account. So you know that this is where the things are coming from. So when you get to errors, know when they mention it, know what it is about. All right, so that is that. Then the last two dates, we are told that last two, then we are told that claimed and was allowed a reduction in price of 40 goods delivered by Second Chance Limited, for which a credit note was received for 50. So, this is where I told you that you need to understand a credit note. So, who gave the credit note? Second Chance gave the credit note, and he received it. So, it means that, is it a return inwards or a return outwards? Is this one a second force? So, this one is a return outwards. All right. So, that is that. The only way the person will give you a credit note is when you return something to him. All right. So, this is a return outward issue. All right. So basically that is that. So we have to record these things in our return outward journal. All right. So that is that. So which date is that? We have July 25. So what do you write? Who are you taking it from? So we take it from second force, right? That's the meaning. The second force is sounding like that force thing in the what do we call them? The guy in the mask. Yeah. All right. So you claim and are allowed a reduction. So you just write 40 goods. So this is it, 50, right? So this one, there's nothing like a discount. You are giving the physical money. So that is that 50, you put it there. Then again, you claim on paint too. Paint. So that one is from paint product. So that is July 29. So paint product. What did they do? It says that claim on paint product for paint empties, returned and was allowed this. So this is another one is a discount. What do we call it? A return outward. All right. So paint product, that's the name of the company, but what you returned was paint empties. And you were given 60 for that. So that is all. So you total this one. And where do we transfer this guy to? We transfer it to the return outward account. So 45 plus 50 plus 60, 155. Transfer to return outward account. Where is our return inwards? Our return inwards was only this. Nothing happened again, right? So you have 82.88. So that 82.88, you say transfer to return inwards account. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. So that's how you prepare your journal. And this is your tutorial set 1. The next time we meet, we are going to use this kind of information, or before that, we are going to use this kind of information to prepare a ledger. All right, so we will use it to prepare. We will use this same question to prepare a ledger. Then we will look at how a cash book looks like. Because cash book is a day book and at the same time, a ledger. All right, so see you soon. God bless you.